All right, so the second of our 4 major transformations is something called a translation. Friendly reminder that we've already covered a reflection, so now we're working on the second one here, which is a translation. So I can translate a figure on the coordinate plane. Now a translation is really simple, y'all. We're just going to be sliding the figure, and the figure, every point is going to move the same distance in the same direction, okay? Friendly reminder just with some vocab about the word horizontal versus vertical. That horizontal is your x-axis. Positive would move something to the right. A negative would move something to the left. While vertical is on your y-axis. And vertical, if you see a positive number, you're moving up. And if you see a vertical negative number, you'd be moving down. Okay? So just a quick example here. We have a hexagon. We have 6 sides here. And there's D, E, F, G, H, I. And this hexagon got translated 7 units to the right and then down 7 units. So if I take point F, for example, if I go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then now down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is F prime. So again, we can see that the shape is going to the right 7 and then down 7. To the right 7 and then down 7. So the ordered pair of this translation looks like this. That means take every point and go over 7, then go down 7. Every single point should do that. Like G, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So G prime is also there. Now for the example here, how to identify a translation, let's just see if it didn't tell you that part, how to identify it. All right, cool, you've got point D. D is currently located back 6, up 6. That is where D is currently located. Okay. Now D prime is located right here over 1, down 1. So what did I do to the X points to go from this -6 over to 1? See how I must have gone up by 7? There it is. And then how do I go from 6 to -1? Well, 6 minus 7 gives me that. So you can certainly be given these 2 points and figure out how the shift occurred, but we're always going to have it on a coordinate plane, just so you know you should be able to see it visually, okay? All right, so let's try an example here. So we're going to draw a pre-image quadrilateral, M7H, and these are the vertices. We're going to graph it on each of the coordinate planes below. Okay, so let's go ahead and label point M. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's M. And we're going to do it on both of them. Okay. All right, point A, if we go back 1, up 4, that's point A. So back 1, up 4. Cool, we've got that on both graphs. If we go back 1, up 2, so back 1, up 2. We got point T, back 1, up 2. And then the last one, we're going to go back 4, up 2. And that's point H. So back 4, up 2. So what we've just done, y'all, is we have graphed the pre-image. We've got a pre-image here, and we've got our rectangle pre-image here. So our pre-image rectangles are good to go. All right, so get my pen up here. For this one, what we're about to do is we're going to translate the figure back 3 units horizontally and then 2 units vertically. So if I trace this rectangle, the whole thing is basically going to go back horizontally 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to move it 2 vertically, so positive up 1, 2. All right. Now I'll go ahead and relabel the points. We've got an M prime here. This would be A prime. H prime is over here. And T prime kind of shares that corner right there. They share that. Now for M prime, I could look on the coordinate plane and say, okay, it is now located, if I go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's back 7, up 6. But if you look carefully, see how the X moved back 3? What's negative 4 minus 3? Boom, there's the negative 7. And then if it moves up vertically 2, what's 4 plus 2? 6. So you could use the ordered pair and then the ordered pair of the translation, which this ordered pair of the translation, we went back 3 up 2. So you can use the ordered pair of the translation to know what to add or subtract to the X and the Y quadrants, or coordinates, I mean. So if I'm going to take away 3 from every X value, so negative 1 take away 3 is negative 4. Negative 1 take away 3 is negative 4. And on the x-axis, if this moves back 3, negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. All right, and on the y-axis, we said that it's going to move up 2. It moves up 2. So this moves up 2 to a 6. This moves up 2 to a 4. And this moves up 2 to a 4. And these points right here are each of these vertices. For example, h prime, if I go back 7 up 4, hey, I got h prime, that's it. So for these, you've got a couple of options. You could literally go point by point on the grid and say, okay, I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, plot. Or you could just use the ordered pair of the translation to get your new prime points. All right, so for the next one here, this time, we just got to be careful for how it was given to us. This tells us we're going to move vertically. So vertically is actually down 1, and then horizontally is to the right 5. Now you guys know that ordered pairs are always x then y. So I care about the horizontal shift. I care about the 5. And then on the y-axis vertically, it'd go down 1. So it's always the horizontal shift, then the vertical shift. It's always what happens on the x-axis, then what happens on the y. All right, so basically we're adding 5 horizontally. Every point, this is going over 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to move down 1 unit. So we can take each of these x values and increase it by 5. So the negative 4 plus 5 is 1. The negative 1 plus 5 is 4. Negative 1 plus 5, 4. Negative 4 plus 5, 1. All right, now from all the y values, it looks like these all come down a point. So this is going to be a 3. This is going to be a 3. This is going to be a 1. And this is going to be a 1. And these points should all match up right here with my 4 corners. Let's make sure. All right, if I go over 1 up 3, yep, over 1 up 3, that's M prime. If I go over 4 up 3, so over 4 up 3, yep. Over 4 up 1, yep, that's T prime. And over 1 up 1, that would be H prime. So we can use the ordered pair of the translation to just do the math. Here it's going to the right 5, so I added 5 to all of these. Then I took away 1. I went down 1 on all the y's. Up here on the actual coordinate plane, you simply count. You just go over 5, then down 1. Here you go over 5, then down 1. Here we go over 5, down 1. And last but not least, from H to H prime, over 5, down 1. You can always tell on a coordinate plane which one is the pre-image and which one is the image because of these little prime points. That's how you know this is the original figure, this is the pre-image, and then this is the new shape. So then you can tell me what happens to go from here to here. You could say, okay, it's translated over 5 down 1. Okay? At this point, you guys are going to be on your own now for some practice on translating and reflecting. Thank you for watching this video.